there's a lot of people out there nowadays who are struggling, not only in Malta, but all over the world, unfortunately. I love running. Why not do it with a purpose? Running gives me sort of a platform to help people who really need it. And getting back to the run, this is what we did, particularly to help two NGOs based in Malta, Soup Kitchen and Hosea, who are doing fantastic work. Starting here.
No.
We start over there. Ready to go. The day has finally arrived. After months of preparation, we're finally here. We're starting a bit earlier than we anticipated, getting a 2 a.m. start. Let's not forget that it's not just about, pushing our limits and getting to that end goal. Let's do our best to help out the causes which we are supporting, Soup Kitchen and Hosea, and I'm going to give my best effort. We are in, as you can see over here, the westernmost point in Mae Sot. So we are starting in the west of Thailand, on the border with Myanmar, and we are heading east all the way to Mukdahan on the border with Laos. Hopefully we'll be there and we'll see you there in 8 days' time.
It's called
Relive.
Relief.
Alrighty. Let's get this party started. 2 a.m. Let's go. Boom. What I don't like about running? That's a really great question, because not a lot of people will normally ask what you don't like about running, I wouldn't say there's something particular that I don't like about running, but I'm sure many people can relate. There are days, obviously, when, I wake up and I do not feel like running. It's not always easy, it's just waking up, putting on your shoes, getting outside and running. My name is Steve, and just over 4 years ago I started running back in August. So we started around on the 10th of August, actually we started. I relocated to Thailand, and after doing several runs here in Thailand, the idea just came to me, why not run from the west to the east of Thailand? So the most western point to the most eastern point, so Mae Sot to Mukdahan. I just jumped on Google Maps, checked the distance. It was around 765 kilometers, give or take. For those who know me, they know that I'm quite a spontaneous person. I don't put a lot of planning into something. I'm the kind of person who would just say, I want to do something, let's just do it. And basically that's how it went with this run. So a few months before then we started to put the team together, a very small team. So it was just myself, my partner Alita, and videographer Harry, and I think the most important person, even though everyone was important, the driver, you. No driver, no run, basically. So he was very important. So very small team, just myself and another 3 people. So going back to COVID times, I was passing through quite a very challenging time mentally. And, we were locked inside at the time. There were a lot of restrictions. Running was that one thing where I could just put on my shoes, get outside and do some exercise, which we all know the benefits of exercise, especially mentally. We feel really great after a workout or a run. So that's why I started running.
8 kilometers.
For any viewers out there was no planning whatsoever. So we knew the route, we knew that it was possible, we knew there was a road, but we had nothing else planned in between. So we didn't have any stops planned. We just did it on the go, basically, as we started the run. Funnily enough, the toughest day was day one. If you had to ask me, it was definitely day one. The reason being is, like I mentioned, we had no plan. So I checked the route on Google Maps. I knew that there was some elevation. I come from Malta, like I mentioned. In Malta, we have some very small hills, we have no mountains. So yeah, being the naive person that I am, perhaps, when I saw that there was some elevation on Google Maps, I just thought to myself, it's just a few hills or mountains here and there, we'll just get through it. We still gotta go up, 1,500 down, but look at that, amazing. I'll see you up. Day one was actually the most elevation, which came as quite a shock to me, or surprise. So even mentally, it was quite a challenge. It was almost 2,000 meters, over 80 kilometers. So day one, and it was a lot of rolling hills. So it wasn't just one steady uphill. It was a lot of up, down, up, down. And the idea and the plan was to walk any uphills throughout the entire run. So it was quite challenging to have to always walk, run, walk, run. Then you had very steep declines as well. So even on those, I would walk. For those of you who don't know, when you're running on a very steep downhill, the knees can get really painful. So it's ideal to just slow it down and walk it down. So yeah, a lot of starting and stopping. It was very challenging. That, I think, set the tone for the rest of the days. And what I mean by that is it gave me, at least me personally, it gave me a confidence boost for the remaining days. So I sort of thought to myself, you know what, we got the worst day over. Done. 86. Done for the day. 15 hours, 86 kilometers. The worst is over, and the goal was achieved because our goal was to get the hell out of Mae Sot. Those hills were killer. Thank you everyone, thanks to the team as well, great effort. Tomorrow we're back at it at 4 in the morning. See you then. And it wasn't as bad as I thought, so bring on the next, 8 or 9 days. This was my mindset. So in hindsight, it probably did work in our favor. Yeah, let's take what a whole day looked like throughout those 10 days. Because it might seem like to the average person, on the outside looking in, that it was just as easy as, putting on my running gear, my shoes, getting in the van, getting to the starting point, and off we go. Originally, we planned to do around 16 to 18 hours every day on the road. So that would mean everything. So from running to pit stops and all of that. However, when we got to the starting point, which was, by the way, around 10 hours of driving from Bangkok to Mae Sot, 600 kilometers, something like that. We were then, the driver then advised us that he was not allowed to do more than 15 hours every day, which obviously came as quite a blow. It was very last minute, but we adjusted like we did with everything else. This came as one of the challenges of the run, you could say. We adjusted. At the end of the day, like I mentioned earlier, I think the driver was the king of the run. So no driver, no run. So we had to accommodate him. We needed to keep him happy. We needed to keep him healthy. Because again, he was very important. He was transporting the team. He was transporting our equipment. He was navigating us through the run and everything. Without him, there would have been no support. So we said, okay, screw it, as in we're not going to do 16 to 18 hours every day. We've got 15 hours in total every day. Again, without having any concrete plan, it seemed like, okay, we still got 15 hours to run. But when we're actually in it, we realized that it's not 15 hours to run. In fact, a lot of my running time was less than 15 hours. I think the most 15 hours, in fact, was day one. But we only managed 15 hours because myself and Harry, who was the videographer, we went out on our own for the beginning of the run, and we spent 3 hours on the road on our own. And then the Alita and the driver met us after 3 hours. This was not sustainable. We could not do that getting deeper into the run. I could not afford to spend 3 hours or 4 hours on my own. I needed to have my support team with me. So we realized, okay, we do shorter runs, it's fine. Like I said, what was the goal? Get from A to B, and that's what we did. So that was day one. To sum up day two then. Today should be a good day. I'm wary of the heat, of course, so that's something that we need to take into consideration. But overall, I'm feeling good. Looking forward to taking on this challenge again. And let's go, one foot in front of the other. Nothing really crazy on day two. The only thing was flat, and there were no stores. It was very hard to find any 7-Elevens. So that was the one day throughout the whole run where we found it challenging to stock up on ice. And obviously there was a heat. So I started to overheat as well. It was very challenging. But other than that, day two was pretty okay. Day two, that's a wrap. Fighting other dogs. And then we got into day three. Incredible. Good luck. Thank you, man. See you in a bit. And we back to civilization. So 7-Eleven stores, petrol stations on the way, ice. So that was, these little things at that moment give you, they're sort of things to look forward to. They give you a boost. So yeah, that was day three again. Oh. We're getting there. I think the first half of the run, the first 4 days, were pretty much okay.
Just to rest. We should rest today.
I mean, obviously there was the heat, which was, like I said, a daily thing that we had to deal with. But the team really dealt with that really very, very well. I always had cold drinks, ice. We stuck to our breaks as well. We had very short stops. So everything went really well, especially in the first half. The challenges came in the second half of the run. So day 3 and day 4 were pretty much okay. The one constant thing besides the heat was because of day 2, since we couldn't stock up on ice and cold drinks, my body started to overheat, and then I started to have stomach issues as well, from what I remember. And what started to happen then on day 2, day 3, day 4 as well, first thing in the morning, I would wake up feeling very nauseated, so I couldn't eat, I was feeling sick. But we had medicine, antibiotics for that as well. It's a bit more challenging. But we managed. So overall, the first half was pretty okay. Nothing crazy happened. What a day! Woo! What a day! I never thought this day would end. Oh my god. That was tough. Toughest day yet. But it only gets us ready for the next ones that are to come. I'm sure there's some tough ones waiting around the corner. Okay, we're good. 312. That's a wrap. Day 4 in the bag. Tomorrow's a new day. Looking forward to it. New challenge. Let's go. Yeah, day 5, there was around 1,200 meters elevation, so more mountains. And when we stopped day 5, at the finishing point, we could see more mountains ahead of us. So that was sort of quite demotivating as well. Even just going, back to our accommodation at night, it was on my mind, knowing that the next day we still had more uphill.
เมื่อมองดูนกพบหินบินลับไปเมื่อมองซ้ายชม
How are you?
Good.
ยามเหงาเราถอนใจเมื่อมองดูซ้ายน้ำวนบินไปไม่กลับ
I love Thailand, beautiful country. I hope to do more runs here as well. So for me, the best way to explore a place is by running. So I wouldn't do it any other way. You get to see a lot by running at a slower pace as well, at your own pace. Yeah, I mean, Thailand's beautiful. Maybe I'm just taking it for granted because I'm here in Thailand, but running through Thailand, I mean, I can't think of anywhere that we passed through which wasn't a beautiful place. So every single day, every single town, everywhere we ran through was just beautiful in its own way. Calling it. That's it. Day 5, done. Tomorrow's another day. Today was very tough. Thankfully, I think it was my strongest day mentally. We made it through the mountains. Tomorrow's another one. More mountains waiting for us. So tonight is very important in terms of recovery, rest and sleep. Great team everyone, great job, sorry. Let's go.
Hey Steve, what is going on for now?
Late breakfast, chicken and sticky rice, the best. Yeah, I'm gonna have some food, make our way up slowly towards the bridge, around 2 kilometers away. I think it's the same when you ask someone, is the food spicy? And they say not spicy, but it is spicy.
Yes.
So not hot. 40 degrees only. Wow.
It depends on the experience.
Tough, tough. In fact, on day 6 as well, there was the encounter with a wild elephant as well. I remember that. That was day 6. Chung! That was really special. Apparently, it's not common to run into an elephant. So again, that just made it more special, gave me a boost as well. You know, when you're outdoors, discovering new countries, running across a country and experiencing people, wildlife, amazing scenery, that just adds to it as well. So that just made the run more special. And in fact, day 6 then was 1,500 meters, give or take, of elevation. Overall, in fact, speaking of elevation, overall in the 10 days, we almost summited Mount Everest. So we did around 8,500 meters. So not only was there the distance as a challenge, the heat, but there was a lot of elevation as well. So that was a challenge on itself. So day 5, day 6 were super challenging in terms of elevation. Day 6 was good. We started late, so finishing late. This is what we were left with, not ideal. So yeah, we really need to focus on our routine tonight and get started much earlier tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have any bathroom emergencies in the morning and we can get started on time as well. So that's a wrap. Day 6 in the bag. Let's go, let's go. So day 7. We started in the morning, obviously, early. And on one of our first stops, there was a stray dog. Come. Oh. Good boy. Want to get him? Drink up, my friend. We've got to run. I was on one of my pit stops, like I said earlier on in the run. I think it was like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers into the run. And after my pit stop, I just decided, obviously, to get on my run. And before I know it, there's this dog just running with me. It was crazy. When I think about it, he just kept following me. And I mean, obviously then as we got deeper into the run, we were taking care of the dog. It was very hot. In fact, on certain parts of the run, he was actually stopping to rest. I mean, he was exhausted, huffing and puffing. He was drinking from ponds or whatever he could find. It was hot. So, but I had to continue. I couldn't just keep stopping to wait for him. So I would continue with my run. And then all of a sudden, he would just catch up with me and continue running. For those of you that don't know, we decided to name him Chai. Yours.
Chai.
Chai. Water. Come. Have some water.
Hey.
Come. Good boy. Come. Come. I don't know why, but it just came to me during the run. And super crazy. He ran 63 kilometers. Even the team as well. We were curious to see how far this dog was going to run. At a point, it started raining very heavily as well. He was just, normally dogs, you know, they run off to get some shelter. He was running under the rain with me, so it was just really special. We were just getting ready to get to the finish line. We had less than 10 kilometers. The sun had gone down, it was dark. And it was myself and Harry. We were going to finish off the last bit together. And as we were putting on our torches, I remember just getting ready to take off. Chai was a few meters ahead of me, a couple of meters. He was literally just there. And we were on a busy road. Cars were driving like crazy. And literally, I turned my head to just look ahead. Chai was looking back at us, just waiting. Half on the road, half on the side. And unfortunately, this van literally just swiped them off the roads. We are done. 72 kilometers, 12 hours for the day. When you're on the road in your car and you're driving, drive safe and take care of people and others around you. All right? Good job, guys. Day 7. Okay, we'll go tomorrow. Good job, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, I wanted to dedicate this run to my late mom. Getting back to why I run, the loss of my mother is part of the reason why I run. So, as I mentioned, I run first and foremost for my mental health. It's very important. So, we had to carry forward what happened on day 7, which was really tough. Getting up in the morning, motivating ourselves to get out there and, you know, get another run done. We could have very easily, we had all the excuses and all the reasons in the world to just say, you know what, screw this, today we're not doing it, and just take the day off. But like I said, there was the cause.
Yeah! Come on!
And that was the one motivating factor, the one constant factor that kept us going day on day. So yeah, we had a job to do, and again, we knew that there were going to be challenges. This happened to be one of them, and we just had to push through it, basically. We are done, day 8. Oh, tough day. There we are, 582, 180 kilometers away from Mukdahan. The last 2 days was literally just moving forward, literally just running. The mountains were behind us as well, so that was good. Nothing to worry about there. I mean, there's just some, you know, hills here and there. And yeah, day 9, day 10, we're literally just one foot in front of the other, doing what we had to do. Oh, big day. Big day, big day. I need to sleep. I'm fucking tired. Whew. Okay. Oh. And especially the last day, day 10, we knew it was our final day. Just making it to Mukdahan. It was still tough, obviously, so it wasn't easy. There was 600 something kilometers in us, so and I remember day 10 was literally one road, 80 something kilometers, of just a road going to Mukdahan. So it just felt like it was never ending. So I think day 10 we were just, in fact day 10 was sort of, we didn't take a lot of long breaks, a lot of long stops. We just decided, just move on. I think we all just wanted to get to the finish as well. And we managed. So those were the 10 days. 748 kilometers, around 8,500 meters elevation, 137 hours of moving time in 10 days. And we made it from west to east of Thailand. Yeah, we did it.
Every single one of them. Maybe cry sometimes, some of you. But yes, you kept pushing me forward, so thank you so much. Causes that we are doing this run for. Big thank you to everyone involved in both of those organizations. I haven't been to Hosea yet. I want to do that when I'm back in Malta. However, I have visited Soup Kitchen several times now. It's been fun. It's been great sharing this journey with everyone. It still hasn't sunk in at all. Once again, thanks to everyone for all the donations that have been coming through for Soup Kitchen and Hosea. I think as at right now, we have raised enough funds to provide around 1,300 meals, so that is fantastic. Still haven't reached our target of 5,000 meals, so if we can still get help there, that would be fantastic. But still, I think great job. I'm happy with where we are at the moment. Thank you everyone again. It's time to call it a night. Okay, can you hold? Okay. Thank you. Hi Dad. Hello. Hi. Let's finish this together. Let's go. I didn't expect any less because this has always been how I imagined Thailand to be. Today's day 10. Today we finished the run, and this run is for you, Dad. Thank you so much for your support. Let's go here. Let's go here.
Yeah, but this is special.
Can you see? That's for you.
Well done. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Have a good relax now.
We did it. You didn't think we would, but we did. Thanks for being on this journey with me from day one.
Love to Alita and the crew. All the best.
Love you, Dad. Thank you.
Fantastic. Once again.
Thank you. We did it. Good stuff. Okay. Back to Mae Sot.
I always say, I'm repeating myself, I say it many times, but it's very true.
First letter of your name.
The running is the easy part. So, what I mean by that is, it's not just as simple as someone can't just decide from one day to another they're going to run across Thailand. But when you have actually put yourself in a position to be able to do something like that, then the running is actually the easiest part from the whole mission. The challenging part is everything else. So having a team that works together is very important.
Man, I could do this. I'm behind the camera. I like it.
So, what do we do?
Wow, thank you. Baby. We did it. Okay.
Okay, let's take a photo.
Yep.
And yeah, this was the run. I can get into it a lot. A lot happened on the run, during the run, before the run, after the run especially. So, like I said, it was an experience that I will never ever forget.
Yeah, if I could give one piece of advice, it would be don't feel the need to go big every day. You don't have to do something extraordinary all the time. When I first started running, I found that setting small, achievable goals worked best for me. And having a big goal is great, but I wouldn't base my everyday life around it. For me, I always have a big goal in mind, like these long runs, but I break them down into smaller daily targets. And I find that approach keeps me motivated and moving forward. most importantly, if you do set a big goal and don't quite reach it, that is not a failure. You're already doing more than most people even attempt, and you're ahead of where you were yesterday. So basically, set big goals, but don't let the setbacks discourage you. And if one goal doesn't work out, move on to the next. Progress is what truly matters. And at the time of recording this documentary, we have delivered all of our meals to Soup Kitchen and Dar Hosea. We managed to raise enough funds to provide over 2,000 meals, which is fantastic. And yeah, we were doing 2 deliveries per week for Dar Hosea and 1 per week for Soup Kitchen. In my eyes, even just feeding one person or giving a meal to one person is already a win. So we just continue doing that, and yeah, I'm really pleased with the outcome from the run. So again, massive thanks to everyone who supported the run. And we're done. So we are out.